Hi friends, how are ya? Welcome back to the channel for a new series. Hopefully, maybe, if you like it. I'm really excited for today. This is a just for fun, food focused series. In case you're new here, real quick, I've recently started a series called Michelin Possible, and that's kind of more fine dining focused, where we go on some sort of fine dining adventure as a home cook to see if it's Michelin possible or if it's a Mission Impossible. But today's video is a little bit different, and I feel like it warrants a new series name. Here's how it's gonna work. I'm going to be presented with 6 mystery ingredients that I had no say in picking out, and I have to use all those ingredients to create 3 courses. 2 ingredients per course. I can mix and match them however I want, however makes the most sense, to make 3 hopefully decent courses. Oh no. Can you eat it? Pretty simple process if it works. I don't mean to brag, but damn, that's good. I have sent my assistant, aka husband, to the grocery store, and I just told him to pick out 6 random ingredients. I'm nervous. I feel like these could be unhinged, but I asked him to please play nice. So let's go see. Oh no. Oh no. Is this aloe vera or cactus? It's aloe vera. It's aloe vera. I've only ever put this on my face. We have a bag of just little red apples. Ooh, black truffle cheese. Kimchi. Oh gosh, I'm trying to already put these things together in my brain. 1 singular mushroom. Is this an oyster mushroom? Honestly, this mushroom smells, I love mushrooms, but some of them smell a little like dead animal, and this one kind of does. And last but not least, okay, a bag of oysters. Awesome. I don't know how to shuck an oyster. We haven't gotten that far in school yet. Okay. I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to do some research. Let's go think together. Okay, first things first, research ways to eat aloe vera. I've seen it in a lot of beverages, so that's kind of the only way I've seen consuming it. But obviously you can eat it raw. You could blend it and make like more of a kind of sauce with some fruit, some herbs potentially. I went down this rabbit hole of watching, I honestly can't tell what country this is, but there was these ladies that like over this like large kettle, like this size, they almost used like all salsa ingredients and they cooked it down. They were all blended really fine and then added in pieces of aloe vera at the end and then made it kind of like almost this stew. But I'm intrigued by that. So this is what I'm thinking. I can make something similar to that and add in mushrooms and serve it over a grain situation. So I'm thinking aloe and mushroom should be paired together, okay? Do I feel comfortable eating those oysters raw? No. Nothing better than like a garlic butter charbroiled situation with like a breadcrumb, some herbs, something like that. So I feel like it would be fun to do the oysters and the truffle cheese together, almost do like a broiled truffle oyster situation. Oysters is the entree because that's a little something something. Second course will be our aloe mushroom stew situation over rice. So I feel like the apple kimchi should go with a meat and we should make that the main course. So I'm going to just scroll through Pinterest and try to get some ideas and inspiration and be right back with a game plan for that 3rd course. What if we did some sort of a sandwich or a burger something, maybe with a pork focused patty instead of beef, and then we could top it with kimchi and we could make like an apple slaw. I feel like we have a shot here. I might also grill the oysters. I'm home with all of my groceries. I found some nice good sausage that I'll try to make into some patties. You heard nothing. Oh, good news. I want it to be a surprise. I was hoping that the store, since there's a big seafood deli there, would have a shucking knife. They did not. The closest shape to a shucking knife I could find, this is made for a cheese board. So, wow, these are quite pretty. You can see that there's a flat side and a rounded side, so I'm gonna just try to pry off the flat side, I believe. I watched one single YouTube video. The chef rolled up a towel like this to protect his hand as he held the oyster in the towel, and then started at the back here where the hinge is Just kind of, ooh, that didn't go well. Glad I have the towel. Dang. Let's see if they all look this exact same way. Oh, this hinge looks a little more open. Okay. Oh, shucks. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, okay. Oh my, that's a big boy. Okay, let's see if that was a fluke or if I can do another one. Okay, all right. So violent, I feel like I'm just stabbing them once I finally get in. Wow, another big boy. I'm gonna prep all of the toppings for our broiled oysters, one of them being lemons. Our lemons right now are quite large, but they're also like half rind. I don't really know much about lemon trees, to be honest, so I don't know if it's something I'm doing to make them super rindy, but I'm just gonna put it in my apron. But I've kind of stopped buying lemons at the store, so plating wise, this won't be the prettiest lemon for plating, but I'm gonna grab two. You see what I mean? Look at how thick that rind is. But also maybe put some lemon juice in the garlic butter liquid situation. Let's grate the cheese and taste the cheese. That'll help us decide. Oh yeah, that's super truffly. It's a creamy cheese, so I might mix this with some parm. Basically gonna prep a little cheese bowl of both types of cheeses together. Oh yeah, this type of cheese is not the best for grating because it is soft. But there we go, we're getting some action. I also feel like parm, since it's lower liquid, will get a little bit like kind of crispier, which will be nice. Wow, it's crazy how much faster a hard cheese grates. Okay, now I'm gonna make the parsley garlic butter that I'll spoon over top. I just have a couple cloves of garlic that I'm cheating. I love to use this little press. Press that. Honestly, maybe I'll do a little more. We'll see. Add some butter. This is probably a third, little more of a stick. Going to chop some parsley, add that in as well. Some lemon juice. Oh yeah, and our white pepper. Just a teeny tiny little bit. I mean, garlic, butter, parsley, lemon, white pepper. I can already guarantee you this is gonna slap no matter what it tastes like. Put some truffle cheese on that. Grill up some bread. That's gonna be so good it'll go to your head. I got the grill going, and how many of you think I can place these on the grill grates without accidentally losing them to the grill? They're pretty big. I feel like I stand a chance. First time for everything. The idea of what if last minute I reveal it like chopped, we don't have any sort of like, so I found the shallow bowl and I heard it crush when I put it on top. So, for our first dish, the two ingredients I incorporated, oysters and truffle cheese. It's the simplest of them all. I present to you charbroiled oysters on the grill. I learned how to shuck oysters today. Thank you for that challenge. I'll try this big boy. And you can have the other 5.
Oyster.
We're gonna do it together. Boop. Uh-oh. Did you get it from Michel?
That's really good. Great job.
Grilled is actually nice. We get a little different of a...
It's pretty awesome. This is great. No nuts.
No notes?
This is like classic grilled Louisiana cooked oyster. Only thing that could be interesting with the plating is some sort of weird, super pungent sauce, maybe with like a red or something, that you could just load with the whole plate.
You like vinegar on your oysters? Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe some sort of like red wine vinegar.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but that would have been a more hands-on experience.
Great.
All right, excited for the second course. It's only gonna get weird from here on out.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay, let's get working on our second course. The thing is well, the first thing is I'm out of matcha, and espresso makes me anxious, but I do need caffeine, so we're gonna go with that. The other thing, the main thing is both of the featured ingredients, mystery ingredients, will be kind of hidden in this dish, which chopped rules unacceptable. You guys tell me if the ingredients really need to stand out, but since this is gonna be kind of like, I don't know if we call this a stew or a curry or I don't even know what we would call it, but a sauce over rice, everything's gonna be pretty cohesively blended. Okay, for my very limited research, it seems as though aloe vera leaves have latex inside, like just naturally, and you have to rinse or process the leaf to make sure that you don't consume that latex. Some people rinsed it, some people like brought it to a simmer. I don't know, but they first all removed the skin. So I'm just gonna do 3/4 inch wide. Oh, it's so slimy. It's like snails. It's so slimy. I'm first gonna try just rinsing it and seeing what happens. I feel like it feels almost like an egg white, the latexy part. Like it almost kind of like is snotty. So rinsing it might work. This is crazy. It literally looks like just ice. That's what that looks like. Honestly, zero taste. This mushroom just really looks unwell. Like, it looks like it's seen better days. I bought more mushrooms to try to reinforce the mushroom flavor with a little less offensive of a mushroom. Just I got some white mushrooms, you know? So that way it's like mushroom, more mushroom, but a little better to taste. Also, I learned recently about when to and when to not rinse and wash your mushrooms. So before anybody comes at me and says, wash your mushrooms, these look like they've already been brushed and then sliced, and adding water content to already high water mushrooms can ruin the texture of them. That's something I recently learned. I did not know. I'll set you up so you can see all this, but it's gonna be loud and sizzly. So here are the order of events that you're about to see right now. First, I'm gonna saute up the onion and then add in the mushrooms. Let those get a little bit of color, hopefully, because color equals flavor is another thing that has been drilled into my head recently. And then I think I'll go ahead and add in all of our pastes. I got these to just make today easier and not have to like mince this many things. We got jalapeno pepper, ginger, minced garlic, get all of that in, get that a little bit, you know, developed and toasty before I then go ahead and add in our tomato puree, all of our seasonings. Oh, chicken broth. Loosen it up with some chicken broth. I think I got chicken stock, which will be nice because it'll have a little more richness to it. And then finish off with the aloe vera, let that kind of simmer a bit, and cook up some rice, and hopefully we'll plate it in a way that we could top it with some cilantro, some fresh olive oil, some salt, maybe even some jalapenos so that you can visually see some of those on top. I think I'm gonna try to use an ice cream scoop for the rice to get more of a perfect little, kind of almost like how, what does that? Which dish has the perfect scoop of rice in the middle? You've seen it. You get it. Might not work with Jasmine. Okay, just kidding. Forget I ever said it. This is reduced down quite a bit, which I was hoping for, which is nice. I kind of like the idea of actually just having it on half. Some jalapeno and cilantro. and a drizzle of oil and some flaky salt. The two things I use are the mushroom and the aloe vera.
What?
And I went down a YouTube rabbit hole of ways to prepare aloe vera, and I found this sweet grandma in a village somewhere in some country, couldn't tell you where, had no descriptor, that made kind of almost like a stew curry situation with aloe vera. And I riffed off that.
Wow.
I'm gonna see if I can find a bite with the aloe vera too. So oh yeah, I got one. I'm gonna try a big bite of the aloe. Boop.
Cheers. Pretty tasty.
It's interesting.
I like it. It's like curry gumbo.
Kind of is, huh? Yeah, the mushrooms make it lean a little Italian. What a fusion food.
To me, it leans gumbo-y, which is really great.
But you're also a Louisiana boy.
But if it had like a chicken sausage in it, then it would be like
Adding a meat into this would be interesting.
Yeah. I think what meat you choose would be the thing.
Although it was kind of nice to do a vegetarian course before the main. I mean, there's chicken broth in it. It's not quite vegetarian. Just wait till you see the third. Okay, third and final course. The first thing that I want to try to do is prep some sort of a slaw, an apple slaw. What else did I get for this? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, I got carrots. Another thing I would like to attempt to do for this dish is make my own aioli. I've never made aioli before. My blender tends to make things really hot, and I don't have an immersion blender. So I feel like blending the yolks might curdle them. So it might go very wrong, and if so, my backup is just to make basically a fake aioli using mayo and some herbs and spices and maybe some lime juice. We'll figure it out when we get there. Okay, the carrots are julienne. So I feel like for mouthfeel, we should try to get the apples into a similar bite size. And I feel like the easiest way to do this will actually just be using this microplane. And then from there, cutting these basically into strips. That's about the same thickness as the carrots, which is nice. Now, because it's a slaw, a bit of mayo, and we'll see what else we want to add to it after we taste. Okay, now that we all have that herbiness and creaminess and spiciness, I do think I want to bring a hint of sweetness and some flaky salt, and then we'll give that a little taste. Okay, bite with a little bit of everything. The way I would eat that on its own is like a giant bowl of salad. I don't mean to brag, but damn, that's good. Prepped. Now, let's attempt some aioli. The issue with doing things in a regular blender, besides the fact that my blender gets really hot, is it won't blend anything unless I make a lot of it. So maybe this is my sign to just finally get an immersion blender. But I think I'm just gonna use like a handful of yolks, maybe 3 or 4, and a lot of oil, and say a prayer. But I'm thinking sriracha aioli is the way to go. I'll just do all 3. It's not looking like an aioli. I made a curd. We're whipping out the canola after all. This just might make the largest serving if it actually works. Well, that was waste. I need to buy an immersion blender and / or research how to properly make aioli. Do the cheater way. More mayo. And sriracha. Sriracha mayo. It's great. Here's the thing, I'm probably gonna use the ciabatta rolls, but have you seen the trend going around where people take pizza dough and they like kind of olive oil the inside of it and fold it, and it is like a sandwich that they stuff? I don't know. I thought maybe that could give like kind of a bun feeling, which would be fun, and this might be a little like yeastier. This is Trader Joe's new gluten-free pizza dough. I haven't tried it a single time. So why don't we experiment and see what we can do with this? Okay, but what I want to try to do is olive oil the middle pretty generously and then fold this in half like that so that it doesn't stick when it bakes, and then we could fill it. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. Okay, this one doesn't look that bad. Got a little golden, got a little fluffy. This one looks okay, and this one looks bad. So let's try the one that looks bad, just in case we want to use these. Okay. Ooh, wow. The bottom got a lot crispier than the top. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think on it. Next thing we can do is prep our pork to make patties. Prep our pork for patties. What I feel like having some green onion in the pork would be kind of fun. Just gonna mix this together with my hands. I'm so sorry. Oh, how will I turn off the vlog camera though? That's a good question. Wow, look at those grill marks. I'm honestly so impressed. I tipped them, they're good to go. Now I just need to make the big decision of if we use the ciabatta, it fits, or the nice thing about this is I do think it will actually hold better. Ooh, but it's actually not as pretty. Maybe we do the ciabatta. Maybe we do the ciabatta. Are you ready for your third and final course? The ingredients that I used in this one were apple and kimchi. And I made pork sliders with an apple and carrot slaw, kimchi, a chipotle aioli, and I made pork patties with herbs inside of it. Wow. Good luck trying to get this in your mouth. It's gonna require a squeeze. Look at that. Ooh. Cheers. Cheers.
Well, good, baby.
I really like this one. I really like when flavors are super in your face. That probably makes me a bad wannabe cook. No. But I like intense. I like the spicy. You got the really spicy kimchi. Any notes? Things that I did well, things I could do better?
Could be interesting to have a little thinner patty.
Yeah, I should have made them into actual slider size patties. I did not know if I was gonna go with this bread or not. I was really proud of the grill marks that I got on this though. Really great.
Great job. This is such an amazing dinner. I'm proud of you.
Yes, baby.
It's delicious.
Do you taste the apple?
Oh yeah.
You do? Good. Thank you so much for watching the first ever episode of Chomped. Let me know your thoughts and how you enjoyed it and if we should make this a semi-regular thing. Also, if you're a frequent viewer of the channel, how do you like this in comparison to Michelin Possible? I just feel like little fun series are just fun for me to create. So all the food videos are definitely fulfillment for me. So if you clicked on it, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here. I can't wait for the next one. If you have any specific ideas, comment them down below. I love you. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.